Hi there, my name is Steele-Menard. I'm the CEO of Steele Social Media. We help B2B marketers market their businesses. And today is the first in a series of quick tips I'll be doing. And quick tips are basically what they sound like. So in 5 minutes or less, maybe a little longer sometimes, I'm going to try to provide you some really quick insights and takeaways you can apply to your business right away and help you out in your day-to-day marketing. And this quick tip is part of what I'm going to be talking about. So the tip today is to create categories for your social media posting, which sounds pretty basic, but is really helpful. And by categories, I mean things that you can riff off of in 5 minutes or less, like topics, but not something that you would write like a whole blog post on. It's something that you have learned from your experience and your day-to-day business, and you can talk on quickly and with authority and with knowledge that doesn't require the content resources behind some of the longer content that you really have to put time, money, all those crazy things into, and really get some high engagement out of your social media postings and having a plan around those categories. So by categories, I mean different topics that would be helpful to your audience, and it can be, well, I'll give you mine as an example. So I just brainstormed a bunch of these quick tips like we're doing now: book reviews, podcast reviews, online course reviews, tips for business culture, highlighting stories and people from your network. So maybe it's influencers or a partner or a client, and you don't have to name any of these people to get approvals and that sort of thing. You can just keep it nameless and really just focus on the highlight or the takeaway that you've learned and your audience will enjoy. So there's a lot more that I can go on. I won't list them all here, but just take 10 minutes or so and just start doing a brain dump on a piece of paper, and that will really help you get that out. Maybe create a goal around it. If you are not the face behind your brand and you're kind of behind the scenes, and maybe your CEO is, or you have some different thought leaders that you would like to highlight, but you're not that person, you can still do this. One way is to use static images or GIFs, I guess, instead of the videos. I would definitely still want you to include maybe a picture of them or some different pictures of them, maybe even do a photo shoot. And the reason behind that is that posts with pictures of people, like real people, not stock photography people, will get a 68% increase. So that's huge. So tell them that, and hopefully they'll sign right up for the photos. The other thing you could do, and again, this comes by maybe doing some test videos to look at the engagement and really provide proof of it before they invest the time. But once you kind of have their buy-in, at least set them up in a conference room. Give them maybe like the right lighting. This is just a really quick, easy little circle light that I got from Amazon. That's super cheap, that you can order. Maybe a stand for their phone, or put a real camera in there and just leave it on shooting. Tell them to make sure the light's on, or get a real videographer. But the idea is to make it informal and natural and no script. So you really shouldn't and don't need to invest a lot of resources into it. It's really the time. So ask them to block off an hour and create as many maybe 5-10 minute segments of thoughts as they can, and then it's your job to edit that down and make it fun, and highlight certain bits, cut some bits out, Maybe put some text overlay. A lot of people are watching video on their phone, on LinkedIn, at work. So when you put the scrolling text right here of just the transcript, you'll get more engagement that way, even though the sound's off. That's a pretty neat quick tip there. So lots of things you can do. So once you have those categories brainstormed out, hopefully it'll be really easy, and you can just pick a category each day or whatever you set your goal to do. And there's no really, not a lot of prep work behind it, and you just really just have to do it and get comfortable with talking to the camera and seeing your face on there, which is hard for everyone to do, mostly everyone, including me, especially me. You always get that reaction and people turn off their cameras on their web conferencing, so it's totally normal reaction, but you'll get huge boost in engagement, especially if you're doing video. So it's really worth it. It really works, especially with declining organic reach. This is one way to bump that up as high as you can and get a flow of content that's always there without a lot of resources behind it. So with that said, follow so you can get the more quick tips. I sound like a YouTuber. I'm not, I promise. And also I'll post the links to the stuff below. And if you have any challenges that are coming up in your businesses when you try, and with your business, when you try to think about putting this into place, like how do I deal with X, Y, or Z, just comment below and I'll get back to you there, or you can email myself personally at Jessica at Steele, socialmedia.com, and I'm happy to answer your questions there. So good luck, and I look forward to seeing your videos.